It was one of those crisp autumn afternoons in Austin, Texas, where the sun hangs low like a promise of barbecue smoke and live music drifting from 6th Street. I was 22-year-old Mia Rodriguez, a barista at a hip coffee shop near the University of Texas campus, slinging lattes to hungover undergrads while dreaming of launching my own podcast on true crime and urban legends. Life felt electric until it short-circuited. My boyfriend of 3 years, Alex, had just dumped me via text, citing irreconcilable differences. But the real gut punch came later that night when my phone blew up with notifications. Whispers turned to shouts online. Mia's a psycho stalker. She cheated with half the frat house. Avoid her, she's toxic AF. The source? My ex's new girlfriend, Vanessa, a sorority queen with a venomous smile and a TikTok following that could rival a minor celebrity. She'd weaponized rumors like a digital assassin, turning my world into a nightmare. But oh honey, she had no idea who she was messing with. What I uncovered about her past wasn't just dirt, it was a nuclear truth bomb that detonated her perfect life into oblivion. This is the story of how I dropped it, and how the fallout changed everything. Let's rewind to the beginning, because every epic downfall starts with the illusion of bliss. Alex and I met freshman year at UT, bonding over late-night study sessions in the library that turned into stolen kisses under the tower's glow. He was the all-American guy, quarterback build, easy laugh, majoring in business with dreams of starting a tech startup in Silicon Hills. I was the artsy Latina from San Antonio, with curly hair that never cooperated and a passion for storytelling that made me the go-to for campus gossip. We were that couple. Picnics at Barton Springs, road trips to Big Bend, matching tattoos of infinity symbols on our wrists. Vanessa entered the picture during our junior year. She was Alex's lab partner in bio, all blonde highlights and designer yoga pants, the kind of girl who posted #blessed selfies from Coachella. I didn't think much of her at first, friendly waves in the quad, the occasional group hang. But subtle signs crept in, Alex's phone lighting up with her texts, study sessions that ran late, my intuition screaming like a siren. The breakup hit like a freight train. It was mid-October 2024, right before Halloween. Alex sat me down in our off-campus apartment, the one we'd decorated with string lights and thrifted furniture, and said, "Mia, we're growing apart." No tears from him, just a cold detachment. I begged for reasons, but he mumbled about space. 2 days later, his Instagram story showed him at a party, arm around Vanessa, caption, "New chapters 2 hearts." My heart shattered, but the real torment began when the rumors spread. Vanessa, with her 80K followers on TikTok, at VanessaVibesOfficial, started subtle at first, vague stories about dodging crazy exes, with eye-roll emojis. Then it escalated. Anonymous posts on Yak labeling me a homewrecker, whispers in sorority circles that I'd hacked Alex's accounts, even fake screenshots circulating on Reddit's r/UT Austin thread showing me harassing her. My coffee shop shifts became hell. Customers stared, friends distanced themselves. My follower count on my budding podcast account plummeted from 5K to under 1K overnight. I felt isolated, like a pariah in my own city. Nights blurred into tear-soaked marathons of Ben & Jerry's and true crime docs on Netflix. But amid the despair, a spark ignited, anger, pure and unfiltered. What gave her the right? I decided to dig. Not petty revenge like egging her car, tempting but juvenile. No, I'd use my investigative skills from podcast research. Starting small, I created burner accounts to monitor her socials. Vanessa portrayed perfection. Sponsored posts for athleisure brands, vlogs about empowering women from her daddy's lake house on Lake Travis. But inconsistencies nagged. Her bio claimed she was from a humble Dallas family, yet her stories flashed luxury, Birkin bags, private jets to Aspen. A quick public records search via Texas state websites revealed her real last name wasn't Vibes. It was Harrington, daughter of a disgraced oil tycoon who'd fled embezzlement charges. The suspense thickened as I delved deeper. Posing as a fan in her DMs, I fished for details. She bit, bragging about her connections. Cross-referencing with old news articles from the Dallas Morning News, archived online, I uncovered the family scandal, Her father, Victor Harrington, had siphoned millions from investors in a Ponzi scheme back in 2018, leaving families bankrupt. Vanessa, then 18, was implicated in testimonies. She'd allegedly helped forge documents during summer internships at his firm. Charges against her were dropped for lack of evidence, but whispers lingered. Why the name change? To reinvent herself at UT, away from the stigma. But that wasn't the bomb. Oh no, there was more. Phase 1 of my plan: gather irrefutable proof. I reached out to victims of the scheme via LinkedIn, anonymous, of course, claiming to be a journalism student researching financial fraud. One responded, Elena, a single mom who'd lost her savings. She shared emails and court docs, including a scanned letter where young Vanessa signed off on shady transfers. Meanwhile, Vanessa's rumors intensified. She went live on TikTok, tearfully recounting how I'd threatened her, boosting her views to viral status. Alex chimed in with supportive comments, calling her his rock. My blood boiled, but I bided my time, like a predator in the tall grass of Zilker Park. By Thanksgiving, I had a dossier thicker than a textbook. But dropping it bluntly would backfire. She'd play victim harder. I needed leverage, something personal. Enter Phase 2, infiltration. Vanessa hosted an annual Friendsgiving bash at her sorority house, all pumpkin spice and Instagram aesthetics. I crashed it disguised, wig from a Halloween store, contacts, a borrowed dress from a thrift shop on South Congress. Blending into the crowd of tipsy co-eds, I overheard her in the kitchen, tipsy on Rose, boasting to pledges, Alex is mine now. That me a girl? Total liar. Oh, and get this, I faked my way into this sorority with daddy's money. Bingo. I recorded it discreetly on my phone, hidden in my purse. The tension peaked in December, during finals week. The campus buzzed with holiday lights on the drag, but my mind was a war room. Vanessa announced a major sponsorship deal with a national fitness brand, set to launch at a New Year's Eve gala in downtown Austin's Warehouse District. Her TikTok teased, big things coming, haters gonna hate. Fire, I saw my opening. Using my podcast skills, I edited a special episode, an audio expose titled, The Harrington Heist, Lies, Rumors, and the Girl Behind the Vibes. It wove in Elena's testimony, court snippets, the party recording, and side-by-side comparisons of her rumors versus facts. I anonymized sources to avoid lawsuits, framing it as investigative journalism on campus toxicity. The drop happened on December 30, 2024, a day before her gala. I uploaded it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, promoting it via anonymous boosts on Reddit and Twitter. It spread like wildfire through UT forums, then nationally. By midnight, #HarringtonHeist trended in Texas, with reposts from influencers calling out, fake it till you make it culture. Vanessa's comments sections flooded. Is this true? Exposed. Her sponsor pulled out via a public statement. We value integrity. Alex, caught in the crossfire, ghosted her. Turns out, he hated liars more than he loved drama. The sorority expelled her for misrepresentation. Her family? The scandal resurfaced. Her dad faced new charges after old victims rallied. But the mind-blowing twist? During my research, I discovered Vanessa wasn't just a fraud, she was Alex's cousin. Distant, but blood-related through a family tree on Ancestry.com. She'd known all along, pursuing him out of some twisted jealousy over my perfect relationship. Incestuous vibes? Not quite, but close enough to disgust everyone. When confronted in a leaked DM thread, courtesy of a whistleblower pledge, she cracked, admitting the rumors were payback for me stealing Alex first. As the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve 2025, I watched fireworks from Mount Bonnell, alone but empowered. Vanessa vanished, last seen waitressing in a dingy Dallas diner, her socials deleted, her life in ruins. My podcast skyrocketed to 500K subscribers, landing deals with Spotify exclusives. Alex tried crawling back. I ghosted him harder than a bad Tinder date. In the heart of Texas, where everything's bigger, including grudges, I learned revenge isn't about destruction, it's about truth setting you free. But drop that bomb carefully because the blast radius? It engulfs everything. And if you're out there spreading lies, remember, the truth always comes knocking and it knocks hard.